I love this. Down here in Quartzsite, people have put Christmas ornaments all along these creosote bushes that are everywhere down here. I love that. I'm in Yuma, Arizona. A couple of people have pulled up next to me. There's a big truck over there. I don't know who they are, but this whole area is a place that I've parked before. Oh gosh, there's a trailer behind me too. I left Lake Havasu and drove down to Quartzsite, and then I drove from Quartzsite to here. That's sort of the gist of this video. Okay, so I got to go into town today. I got to do laundry and I want to get propane. I've got some things to do, so I'm going to take the RV in. I've just been riding my scooter into town, but I can't take my small propane tank into town on my scooter. I used to have a basket that I had on the back of the scooter, but the plastic in the basket was breaking down because it was in the sun all the time and it wasn't UV protected. I've got to be really careful of that big rock right there. I actually swiped the back corner of the RV on that thing last year. So I will show you my laundromat that I like going to. Oh, and the other thing that I've got to do while I'm here is right across the street from the laundry place is the scooter place, and I want to go in and find out how much they charge to change the rear gear oil on the scooter. So that's the other thing I've been wanting to do. So right up here, Sundance Country Mobile. This is where the little laundry place is. And I just come and park back here so I can get propane here, do my laundry, and go check on the scooter. So the scooter place is right over there, and the laundry place is right there, and then propane is also right there. So this is an awesome spot. So this fella just showed up to get propane. That's what I'm going to do also. Okay, doing bedding today. And sheets. Sundance Laundromat in Lake Havasu. Okay, so I've got my scooter taken off. Now I can take it over there to get the gear oil changed. So this is just super convenient. I'm doing laundry over there. And right across the street is the scooter place, so I can get my scooter's gearbox oil changed in the back. I haven't learned how to do this, and I probably should. But this is the place that changed my broken exhaust manifold last year when I was here when it broke. So it's just super nice that they can do that here. Okay, I just went and got it. I forgot to take my phone over there, but they just got it finished. So this thing comes off and the oil goes in, and I haven't learned how to do it. Somebody showed me briefly once, and you don't change the gear oil nearly as often as you do the engine oil, but since I was here and I wasn't sure when I was going to be next to a scooter servicing place, I just decided to get done. It was $40. They put good quality synthetic oil in there, so it should last for a while. So straight down this road here, I think this is called Nicollet Boulevard, is the London Bridge. So the cars crossing down there are crossing that famous London Bridge. Ah, the Southwest. Lake Havasu has some of the prettiest sunsets. I think it's going to be a good one tonight. Okay, I'm hitting the road. Time to get down to Quartzsite, and then from there I'm going down to Yuma. I just don't feel like sitting around today. There is a new dump station too down in Parker that I'm going to use. I have to swing wide on this so I don't hit that rock. Boy, I just love that scenery up there. Okay, here we go. More people camping off to the left. Lots and lots of boondocking places south of Lake Havasu. But on the way from Lake Havasu, I went down to Parker, dumped my tanks at a brand new RV dump station that was there that was really expensive. I probably won't use it again. So I'm at the new RV dump station here in town in Parker. This place just opened up. Well, that was probably the most expensive dump station. I called earlier today and asked how much it was, and she says, oh, it's $15. And I thought, okay, well, as opposed to backtracking back into Lake Havasu, I'll just go there and dump for $15. Well, water is usually part of the dumping process, but they charged $8 for water, and so it ended up being like $24 to dump my tank there, which is really expensive. But dump stations are expensive in the Southwest. So when I look at the number of dump stations I've used throughout the year, where in Utah they're usually free, I just amortize that cost across the total number, of dump station uses that I've had, and it just evens out. Instead of going straight down to Quartzsite, because it's like a 40-minute drive, if that, down to Quartzsite. I mean, it's not very far. I actually decided to go out of my way over into California, down to Blythe, and then over, because there was something really interesting that showed up on Google Maps, and it was a sort of a historic desert site. They called it Desert Intaglios, I believe. People had put, if you've ever seen those Nazca lines, those ancient sculptures in the desert that you can only see from the sky, there are some of those there just in California that you can actually hike up to and see. So I decided I wanted to go see that. Okay, so I backtracked to this gas station, which had better prices. It was $2.80 a gallon versus $3.30 at the Chevron at that intersection. So no thank you. Taking a route to taking a direction to Quartzsite that I've not taken before because there is a fang that I want to stop that looks interesting on the way. So it'll take me into Blythe, and then I'll go back over to Quartzsite. Oh, look at that. Public library. Cool murals. Parker Public Library. Giant desert figure.
Turn right.
Blythe Intaglios. I don't know.
In a quarter mile, you will arrive at your destination.
Well, I'm gonna give it a try. I am way out here looking for these figures in the desert. It says the Blythe Intaglios. There's supposed to be a couple of them up here. Entering the site of the Blythe Intaglios, giant figures made on the desert floor by ancient man. Please help protect them and by keeping all vehicles off the established roadway. Okay. One over there, so you can kind of get a sense for what this looks like up here. So Quartzsite, Ehrenberg is all down that direction. So humans, thousands of years ago, were out here. There are people out here, but I did not want to bring the RV up here. There was a turn back there that would have been treacherous. So the people are over there. Look at this. So the Big Maria's ACEC was designed in so I guess, oh yeah, look at this. The name intaglio, a specific type of geoglyph, is taken from printmaking process. A design is made by engraving or incising the surface so the image is depressed in relief below the original surface. An intaglio is created in the desert pavement by scraping away the darker surface gravels to reveal the lighter gravels and soil beneath. Okay. So here are some. Oh yeah, you can see kind of a human figure. It's amazing. Somebody was just out here one day and stumbled into these. And this is what it looks like. The human figure is oriented north-south with its head pointing towards the south. The arms are outstretched and its feet point outward. Oh, yeah, look at that. It's interesting that it has stood all this time. I mean, I don't know how long they've been here, but somebody just scraped away the top surface to create these patterns. And then another one here. Oh, this is like in the form of an animal. Wow. There, you can kind of see it. And then there's a sign. You can see my RV way down there. Oh, and there's a little spiral down at the bottom too. Look at that. There you can see kind of the spiral. And then it just goes up to the other part. That is just cool. So there's supposed to be another one just up above. Here are a couple more just up there. Oh boy, I've had to really huff and puff up here. Okay, and here's the next one. I had to really hike up here. Boy, look at this. There's a sign on the other side. Looks like some sort of a human figure. Wow. And then it sort of comes down here. And then there's this sign right here. Oh, look at that. Yeah. This human figure is oriented north to south with its head pointing the south. Its arms are outreached and its feet point outward. It measures 105.6 feet from head to toe. The torso combined with the arms span are 91.8 feet. This figure is one of the least disturbed of the group. Very cool. I wonder if there are any others around here undiscovered. I mean, I kind of doubt it just because this area's probably been quite heavily traversed. Still, it makes me wonder. Okay. Way out here in the desert. So, all of this land out here, farming, it looks a lot like the Yuma area. Quite a lot like Yuma. So anyway, I went and stopped and saw these Desert Intaglios. Super interesting. I've never seen something like that in person before. So then I took off and I went down to Quartzsite. You have to go down to Blythe and then you head over. And it was a pretty drive. It was far more scenic than the standard drive you take from Parker down to Quartzsite. When I was in Quartzsite for just a day and a half, maybe 2 days, and I parked in this area called Dome Rock. Boy, look at that sunset. Look at that sunset. And then right here. Not too many people yet. By January, it'll be just crazy back here. Oh boy, dry, dusty. So I usually just pull off right ahead. In fact, I'm just going to pull off right here. Yeah, so that's what I did today. I just took off and I went through Parker and I used a new RV dump station that was there and it was really expensive. So I won't make that mistake again. So anyway, I'm just here enjoying this amazing sunset. And I mean, just look at this. Isn't that just crazy? So Quartzsite, I've just come in from my camping spot. So that's Dome Rock right there, and just around, you go around the other side is where I'm camped. It's really easy to get into town. If I were to characterize Quartzsite, this would probably be what you should expect when you come here. It's just a lot of weird kitschy stuff like this with RVs in the background. That really is the way Quartzsite is. And I went and decided to go see some petroglyphs that are just right near there. It was easy to take my scooter over there and then to walk out to them. There are these grinding pots from where people used to prepare food, and then these petroglyphs. So right there, right by Quartzsite, are these petroglyphs. And the Southwest is just full of petroglyph sites. I mean, there is deep history here in the Southwest. I am fascinated by seeing that. So I was a little bit nervous about taking the scooter down into this area. This dirt is really powdery and soft. So I'm just gonna walk the rest of the way. Okay, so the trick is to kind of remember the path that I took. So all of this is sort of marked here because people traverse over here hiking and doing this off-roading. I've just got to remember that I came that direction right there. So I'm pretty sure the grinding pots are up here on this hill. And then there's some petroglyphs that are just down that way. So okay, so there are petroglyphs down there and those rocks. Oh, so I see some off-roading people. I think they're down there. But let's stop for a minute. Tons and tons of people camping all through here. And Quartzsite is just over this ridge, the main town square, and kind of over in that direction. I wouldn't want to be down here in a flash flood, but look at this. Isn't this interesting rock outcrop? So right down here, oh, I see them. I see the grinding pots. So grinding pots are where they would grind into these rocks and grind grains. And so these were used by ancient people that lived here. And they must have been here for quite some time, because look how deep these are. These are actually grinding pots where people would grind their grains, and they just ground them down. There are 5 of them. So there's another one right there. You can see this big one here. Isn't that fascinating? This history of peoples that were here. So amazing to me. I'm guessing the people that were here that were doing this were also doing the petroglyphs that are near here. This is what I love, because there's all this modern civilization around, and then this evidence, the intaglios, those desert carvings that were 20, 30 miles from here. And then right over here, that big rock outcropping are a bunch more petroglyphs. Okay, so we just walk around here. And apparently on this rock face. And then there they are. They suddenly jump out at you. So you can kind of see, look at the rock face, there are these squiggly patterns and then just a bunch of other patterns that clearly have been carved. Let's come around because I think there's some others. I have to be careful on this rock outcropping here. Yep, and there, oh boy, the sun's shining right on it. And there are just all up along there. Those face-on ones are just a little bit hard to see, but they still, if you kind of look for a second, they start popping out. Stickman figures, patterns, they're actually, gosh, I'd see maybe 3 stickman figures right there. And then as we pan around, the other ones just really start popping out at your eye. Even on that sort of overhang at the top, you can see some others. People are communicating stuff to us. Oh, and I've come around a little bit. Up there, there's some more squigglies up over there. And there's some more at the top. So above the cave right here, if we come and kind of come around and look at the top of that crest right there, you can see some more that have been carved in there. And then around on the back side, there are more. So let me climb up here. You can see right there, there's like a crosshatch pattern that's been etched in. Yeah, interesting. There is deep history here in the Southwest, and I am fascinated by seeing that. So then I took off and I came down to Yuma, and so I've been here for a couple of days. So I have made it to Yuma, Arizona, and I'm at a Cracker Barrel. I'm actually on the street across from the Cracker Barrel, and I was thinking about maybe going in and getting dinner. I like Quartzsite. I was at the Dome Rock campground, and it's just, you know, Quartzsite's pretty easy to be in. The only thing that I don't like is there's no gym facility in Quartzsite. If there were a gym there, that would be so much easier. I can actually go over to Blythe. There's a little local gym there that I can go to. So if I spend longer times in Quartzsite, I don't mind making a trip over to Blythe a couple of times a week to go to the gym, because that's important to me. So anyway, I'm probably going to be here for a week, and then down the street is a big dirt parking lot that truckers park in. There's a big bus in there and somebody in a van. Semis will come and go parking in there. It's right in the middle of the city, but it's actually quiet at night, and there's a little cul-de-sac around also. So I've been here a bunch of times, and yeah, it's great. So I'm actually maybe thinking about going in and getting something to eat at the Cracker Barrel, just to support them, because they're great to nomads. Yeah, so this is where I am today, and just kind of wanted to give you this rundown of what's going on. So anyway, thanks for watching.